Today we're putting our culinary curiosity aside for a moment to talk about something equally essential. Water storage for emergencies. Ever wondered how our ancestors quenched their thirst in the face of disaster? Before we unravel the secrets of our ancestors, let me ask you this. If your kitchen could talk, what kind of stories would it tell about emergency water storage? Well, today we're not just talking storage. We're talking survival with a sprinkle of history. Are you ready to quench your thirst for knowledge? Subscribe and let's roll. Let's embark on a journey to the times when disasters struck and our ancestors had to get creative with their hydration game. Meet the ancient aqua aces. Imagine yourself in ancient Mesopotamia or Egypt, faced with scorching sun, unpredictable weather, and the need for a sip of life. How did they do it? Our ancient aqua aces stored water in vessels that were more than just containers. They were culinary time capsules. Clay pots were the go-to choice for our ancestors. These versatile containers not only stored water but also kept it cool. It's like the OG refrigerator, but with a rustic charm. And guess what? Animal bladders, yes, you heard it right. Bladders were used as portable water pouches. Talk about thinking outside the clay pot. Now, these ancient aqua aces weren't just quenching their thirst. They were making a fashion statement. Can you imagine strolling through the marketplace with your trusty clay pot or bladder strapped to your side? It's like the original hydration accessory. But wait, there's more! These vessels weren't just for water. They were like treasure chests, preserving the flavors of the past. Who needs a time machine when you can take a sip and be transported back to ancient times? Let's fast forward to an era where umbrellas weren't just for staying dry. They were for collecting liquid gold from the skies. Get ready for a splash of knowledge in revolutionary rainwater. Picture this. Medieval towns bustling with life, and suddenly the heavens decide to open up. But our resourceful ancestors weren't reaching for raincoats. They were unfolding their umbrellas to collect the nectar of survival. Rainwater. Rainwater, the original energy drink straight from the heavens. Our ancestors knew that when the sky's tap turned on, it was time to break out the cups and catch that liquid gold. It's like a medieval dance with raindrops. But how did they store this precious rainwater, you ask? Barrels, my friends. Imagine your backyard filled with barrels catching raindrops like it's the elixir of life. It's like a medieval water park, but with barrels instead of slides. Now, here's the ingenious part. These barrels weren't just for show. They were strategically placed to catch rainwater runoff from rooftops. Efficiency level. Medieval genius. We've sipped from clay pots, danced in the rain, and now it's time to venture into an underground world of hydration brilliance. Get ready to uncover the secrets of clever cisterns. Picture yourself in the medieval era, castles towering above, knights in shining armor, and beneath the surface, a network of cleverly constructed cisterns. These weren't just basements, they were liquid lifelines during times of scarcity. Meet the unsung heroes of medieval water storage, cisterns. Imagine having your own secret water stash beneath your feet, like an ancient superhero with a hydrating hideout. Now, why go underground, you ask? Well, these cisterns were a strategic move to conserve and protect water from external elements. It's like they were building water fortresses beneath the earth, guarding against the threats of evaporation and contamination. But it's not just about protection. These clever cisterns were designed to maximize water collection. Rainwater would flow from rooftops into gutters, making its way down to these subterranean reservoirs. Medieval engineering at its finest. And here's the kicker. Some cisterns even had filtration systems, ensuring a pure and refreshing sip. It's like they were the water sommeliers of the medieval world. Now let's bring it closer to home, our modern era. It's time to discuss the pros and cons of our contemporary choices and modern mavens of emergency water storage. We've come a long way from clay pots and cisterns, haven't we? Plastic bottles, jugs, and water tanks are modern mavens of hydration. But are these the unsung heroes we've been searching for? Or do we need a little history lesson? Plastic bottles, convenient, portable, and they've become a staple in our emergency kits. But did you know that plastic can degrade over time, affecting the quality of the water it holds? It's like a modern-day Trojan horse. Looks reliable, but watch out for the hidden surprises. Jugs, the larger-than-life cousins of plastic bottles. They're sturdy, hold more water, but the big question is, are they really the eco-friendly option they claim to be? Let's just say our ancestors would have raised an eyebrow at the environmental impact. And then there are water tanks, the behemoths of hydration. They store a significant amount of water, making them a go-to choice for emergency preparedness. But here's the catch. They require space and lots of it. It's like having a mini reservoir in your backyard, minus the medieval charm. So, as we navigate the seas of modern water storage, it's essential to weigh the pros and cons. Convenience versus environmental impact. Portability versus durability. The choices are as diverse as the flavors in our history-rich vessels. Now, it's time for the grand finale, the H2O how-to. So you're feeling inspired to be a water warrior, but where do you start? Fear not, for we're about to lay down the hydration law in the H2O how-to manual. First up, choose your vessel wisely. Whether you're channeling your inner ancient aqua ace or embracing modern mavens, consider factors like material, durability, and environmental impact. Remember, it's not just about storing water, it's about preserving it for the long haul. Maybe you're a clay pot connoisseur, or perhaps you lean towards the convenience of plastic. The choice is yours. Just make sure it aligns with your water storage goals. Timing is everything when it comes to emergency water storage. Water can have a shelf life too, you know. Rotate your stored water regularly, especially if you're using plastic containers. It's like giving your water supply a spa day. Refreshing and rejuvenating. Our ancestors didn't have expiration dates, but we do. So let's make sure our water doesn't turn into a vintage relic. Now let's talk do's and don'ts. The sip and skip of emergency water storage. Do keep your storage containers clean and sealed to prevent contamination. Skip using containers that once held chemicals, unless you're a fan of water with an industrial aftertaste. There you have it, your guide to mastering the art of emergency water storage. Whether you're inspired by our ancient aqua aces, revolutionary rainwater collectors, or clever cistern architects, remember, the key to survival is in your hands. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay hydrated with more tantalizing tales on Foodstorian. Until next time, keep those water vessels filled, stay curious, and may your thirst for knowledge never run dry. Cheers.